If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. Definitions belong to the definers, not the defined. You are your best thing. Love is never any better than the lover. You want to fly, you got to give up the shit that weighs you down. I tell my students when you get these jobs that you have been so brilliantly trained for, just remember that your real job is that. If you are free, you need to free somebody else. If you have some power, then your job is to empower somebody else. Anger, it's a paralyzing emotion. You can't get anything done. People sort of think it's an interesting, passionate, and igniting feeling. I don't think it's any of that. It's helpless. It's absence of control, and I need all of my skills, all of the control, all of my powers. And anger doesn't provide any of that. I have no use for it whatsoever. The function of freedom is to free someone else. The presence of evil was something to be first recognized, then dealt with, survived, outwitted, triumphed over. If you can't imagine it, you can't have it. Make a difference about something other than yourselves. The ability of writers to imagine what is not the self, to familiarize the strange and mystify the familiar, is the test of their power. You don't have to love me, but you damn well have to respect me. Lonely, ain't it? Yes, but my lonely is mine, not your. Lonely is somebody else's, made by somebody else and handed to you. Ain't that something? A second-hand lonely. I'm interested in the way in which the past affects the present, and I think that if we understand a good deal more about history, we automatically understand a great deal more about contemporary life. I'm always annoyed about why black people have to bear the brunt of everybody else's contempt if we are not totally understanding and smiling. Suddenly we're demons. In this country, American means white. Everybody else has to hyphenate. You are not your mother, your father, your history, or your culture. You are the product of the choices you make. The ability to say I don't know is the beginning of wisdom. You got to take the crooks with the straights. All water has a perfect memory and is forever trying to get back to where it was. The function of racism is distraction. It keeps you from doing your work. Somebody has to take responsibility for being a leader. No one ever talks about the moment you found that you were white or the moment you found out you were black. That's a profound revelation. The minute you find that out, something happens. You have to renegotiate everything.